Welcome back to Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Today is the post-game show between the Montreal Canadiens and the St. Louis Blues. The Montreal Canadiens won the game 5-2 on goals by Jake Evans, Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook, Cole Caulfield, and Yoel Armia. Samuel Montembeault was in nets. Jack I checked back into the lineup with Barron's injury. Slavkovsky was still injured. And the Montreal Canadiens win the game. The Canadiens are now 3-4-1. They play tomorrow against the Philadelphia Flyers in Philadelphia on a back-to-back. Will be a challenge, but let's talk a little bit about tonight's game. First of all, Jake Evans. Jake Evans continues to do great things on the penalty kill, and he got his first goal of the season on a nice shot on a semi 2-on-1 where he was given a chance to take a shot, and the Montreal Canadiens took a 1-0 lead into the first period, to the end of the first period. To start the second period, Kirby Dach scored a goal with the assist by Nick Suzuki and Matheson. And then promptly 21 seconds later, the St. Louis Blues countered with a goal by Colton Parayko. A couple of minutes after that, Jake Neighbors tied the score and made it 2-2. So Montreal's 2-0 lead was short-lived, and it was a 2-2 game. On the Montreal's second power play, there was a nice setup by Kirby Dach, a pass down to the half wall to Kirby Dach from Mike Matheson, who set up Alex Newhook in front of the net, and he made no mistake to make the score 3-2. Montreal then went into the third period leading 3-2, and they got a goal by Cole Caulfield, a nice turnover in their own end by Lane Hutson that got the puck over to Suzuki. Suzuki made no mistake hitting Caulfield in stride in around center ice, and Cole Caulfield pushed the defenseman in, I guess you can call it, and ripped a puck past Binnington for the 4-2 lead. Montreal did a great job after that, kind of holding off the push. St. Louis had a strong push for a few minutes, but they kind of didn't totally get outplayed, even though they were, obviously playing more on the defensive side of the puck. And with a little over 3 minutes left, almost 4 minutes left, St. Louis pulled the goalie, and with a little over 3 minutes left, Yoel Armia potted an empty netter to make the score 5-2, and that's how the game ended. What I can say about tonight's game is pretty simple. The Canadiens, first of all, came out in the first period and didn't give up any goals. Montembeault was big. There were some big saves that were needed, and he got them tonight. Like I said, they scored the first goal about 8 minutes and 34 seconds into the first period. Jake Evans scored. But all in all, it was just a solid effort from the get-go. And they actually possessed the puck on 5-on-5 in the other team's zone more than 50% of the time. In some lines, they were in the 60s. First line played great. The line of Caulfield, Suzuki, and Dach. Dach finally woke up. He had his best game of the season by far with his goal on a rebound or kind of puck that came out on the side, and he got to it. It looked like him or Mayu could have put it in, but he fired it home. And he made a great pass over to Newhook on the power play to make this, to get a second point of the night. So it's good to see Kirby Dach back. Lane Hutson played a great game. He only had one assist, but he was solid on defense. I mean, he just made play after play on defense, which was something we were worried about, but I think he's just getting better and better on the defensive side of the puck. And the good news is Cole Caulfield keeps firing the puck into the net. I mean, that's his 7th goal of the season, 8th point of the season in 8 games. Nick Suzuki now has 9 points in 8 games with 2 goals and 7 assists. He got two assists tonight, 2 primary assists tonight. And Kirby Dach got on the scoreboard, as well as Armia and Evans. So Newhook got his 2nd. So all in all, it was a solid game. Matheson also got his 7th assist of the season. And you can't, if the Canadiens play like this, they can compete. I mean, they're young. They were missing Gouli. They were missing Slavkovsky. They were still missing Lane. I still think there are some things they could do on the lines, power plays, different things they could try. But as things are going well on the penalty kill and power play, for sure, if they can can start playing better 5-on-5 like they did tonight, they will compete. Again, I'm not forgetting the last 4 games that they lost. I'm not forgetting the way they looked against the Los Angeles Kings and even how they looked to start the game against the Rangers. Very disappointing, obviously, from those perspectives, but they have a big challenge tomorrow. They're back-to-back against Philadelphia. Now they have Primo back in the nets. Primo's, dad played in Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, so he has a personal motivation to play a good game. I'm optimistic he will. And then you have the Montreal Canadiens, who are a young team that should be able to play against the Philadelphia Flyers team like tonight. So tomorrow. So all in all, good game. Back on the winning side of the streak, I guess you can call it. Puck possession was solid. They got pretty much similar amount of shots, 31 to 26, 24 hits to 18, 6 penalty minutes each. Still losing a little bit on the face-off circle. All in all, cannot complain. The Canadiens played a solid two-way game. They possessed the puck in the offensive zone. 2 or 3 lines were good. I think there's still a couple lines that need some work. The Galley, Evans, and Anderson line played very well. As well as obviously the first line played very well. The other 2 lines not quite as well. I didn't find Pizzetta had a good game. I know he had 2 penalties, but on top of that, he just didn't do what he normally does. Maybe because he was getting those penalties. I don't want to talk too badly about tonight. It was a good game. We'll see who comes out tomorrow night. See if the Canadiens can fix the record of 1-11-1 last year on back-to-back games, as well as 0-1 this year. So let's see how it goes. Good start to the weekend. Looking forward to tomorrow night. That's it for me. That's it for Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck. Talk to you guys tomorrow.